Now with the latest on the Golden State Killer who terrorized California for decades. Investigators say they tracked him down using DNA and in a genealogy website. ABC's Whit Johnson is in Sacramento with more. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. We are outside the Sacramento County Courthouse where later today, 72-year-old Joseph DeAngelo will make his first court appearance. Investigators now telling us they used discarded DNA to help track him down, genealogy websites, and a long process of elimination sifting through family trees.
This morning, new details of the rigorous investigation that detectives say brought down the Golden State Killer more than 40 years after his alleged killing spree began. Law enforcement sources telling ABC News they used a genealogy website to help connect Joseph DeAngelo's DNA to past crime scenes, taking that evidence and then comparing it with family members within the online database until they found their suspect. Police say the 72-year-old appeared surprised when they swarmed his home Tuesday evening.
No incident. He didn't say it wasn't me or anything like that.
No, really no conversation at all. Just the only thing he really said was that he had a roast in the oven.
His sister telling ABC News she can never imagine her brother carrying out the 12 murders, some 50 rapes, and dozens of burglaries he's accused of.
It's just kind of such a shock. You don't know how to react. All these emotions are just too much.
This as the portrait begins to form of the alleged killer, who police say taunted his victims with chilling phone calls like these. DeAngelo, a Navy veteran serving in Vietnam in 1973, then joining a police department around the same time the alleged crimes would begin.
He outsmarted everybody for 40 years.
Farrell Ward worked with him on the force.
He kind of knew what the next step was going to be.
Neighbors say DeAngelo was an average suburban homeowner, except for his temper.
He would yell so loud that you could hear him yelling from inside the house.
A lot of times it'd be cursing at us, telling us expletive, get out of here.
Elizabeth Hupp alleges the man she now believes is DeAngelo tried to attack her in 1975 when she was just 16.
Telling me if I screamed, he would kill me. So we went out the back door.
She says her father, witnessing the struggle, scared him off, but not before her attacker fired 2 shots, killing him.
I loved my father dearly, and he took him away from me.
We're now hearing from the public defender representing DeAngelo for the first time. She is accusing the sheriff's department of thwarting her efforts to even speak with her client, and she's blasting the DA's office for attempting to try this case in the media. George?
Hey, Whit, thanks very much. The book I'll Be Gone in the Dark about the Golden State Killer was just released this year. Author Michelle McNamara died before it was completed, but Billy Jensen, an investigative journalist, helped her finish it. He joins us now, along with our contributor, former FBI agent Brad Garrett. As we were watching that piece, Brad, you said textbook.
Textbook because serial killers can compartmentalize their life. In other words, they can go out, brutalize, kill, go home, make breakfast for the children, take them to school, go to work. So their life is like in boxes. And he fits that profile.
And the other thing that you all saw early on that made you think he fit the profile was the idea of being a police officer or military.
Absolutely. We knew he had a scanner because he was following the police patrols and he was hitting where the police weren't while they were staking him out. So we thought he had a scanner. We didn't realize he had an official scanner and he was a police officer.
You also say that the police early on missed a big red flag.
Yeah. When he was accused of shoplifting, and what he was shoplifting was a hammer and dog repellent. And he didn't want to have a trial or anything. He just sort of just said, all right, I'm good. You can fire me. I'm fine. I'll walk away. That should have been a red flag because he didn't want people looking into what he was doing.
It should have been a red flag a long time ago, Brad. But then years and years later, a genealogy site?
Yeah, exactly, George. And this is actually growing. Billy knows a lot about this in the law enforcement community. It takes a fair amount of time. It can take a lot of money, particularly if you only have like a distant relative and you're really trying to track it through the system. But it does work.
So, like you say, it takes a real commitment. And the question now is, this happened so long ago. Do you think they're going to be able to tie DeAngelo to other crimes?
I think so, and that's the big thing that I'm looking at is that what other crimes, we're building a profile right now, building a timeline. Where was he, and how many other crimes could he have been connected to?
And then, Brad, when we talk about the profile of serial killers, you say he compartmentalizes life. So for the last 20 years, 15 years, no crimes?
Well, I don't know. I think as Billy digs into this and law enforcement goes further, they're going to run DNA against other sexual assault cases in or around, probably throughout California. So, you know, serial offenders tend to either die or get caught. And so, because, George, it's such an obsession for them. So the real key is what happened between '86 and 2018.
Michelle McNamara, of course, died before this crime could be solved. You tweeted that the key players in getting the book together all came together the night before the verdict. What was that like?
You know what? We had a great event. It was in her hometown. Her family was there, and I went to bed. I got a text message that there was a press conference, and I just started trying to confirm it and find out what's going on. It was a very surreal moment. It was while we were saying, yeah, we were going to catch this guy, they were filing the paperwork
And so
and
you had
waiting
no
outside.
idea the night before?
No idea the night before that it was happening.
Yet it got done. Incredible work. Thank you both for being here this morning, Michael.